mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, learned her lesson from the last time she abandoned the city when there was a crisis. It was the wildfires, of course, and I don't know how any Los Angeles resident can forgive or forget when she flew off to an event in Ghana as the city was burning. But, you know, she isn't going anywhere now. She's got her heels dug in, and it is entirely an anti-Trump message. She's on MSNBC yesterday complaining about the mass deportations. And again, I keep saying, I don't know what's wrong with me here. Maybe I've got sort of a blind spot, but this doesn't even bother me. It doesn't upset me to know that people object to the mass deportations. But the part that is astounding to me is, what did they think was going to happen? You know, Trump tends to fulfill his promises. Now, he doesn't always get it done, but in as much as he can get it done, he does. Look, I admit, and I'd be the first to agree, that he promised a lot of things that were going to happen on day one. He's got a lot of flourishing rhetoric. And his critics will point out, well, there's no peace between Ukraine and Russia. You know, he said day one. I get that. I appreciate that. We shouldn't shut down criticism, opposition, dissent. It's all right. It's the crazy, wild-eyed criticism and dissent, and the advocating for violence, and the unreasonable, the evil that's out there. The evil. Ultimately, this is a promise he kept. Evidently, it's a promise that Mayor Karen Bass wishes he hadn't kept.
I do hope that people understand that this is a relatively small slice of Los Angeles, a city with 500 square miles, and this is about 2 square miles of our downtown area. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today. But understand that the real thing that's happening here are the egregious ICE raids. And we don't know when or where that's going to happen. And I do think that that will be a test as to where the city goes today and the next couple of days.
I'm a relatively smart guy. You know, I'm reasonably intelligent. I am positively dumbfounded at the response of the governor of California and the mayor of Los Angeles. And let me tell you why. First of all, Gavin Newsom makes no sense whatsoever. He's actually apparently on the side of the violent people, which is just pretty remarkable. But did you hear what she just said? I want you to absorb the words of the mayor of one of the biggest cities in America. The rioting and looting and violence is really only involving about 2 square miles. That's okay? Really? Only 2 square miles? When would you have a problem, Mayor Karen Bass, with rioting and looting and violence? 5 square miles? 10? What would it take for you to say violence, assaulting cops, looting stores, bad? Peace, lawfulness, good. What does that take the mayor of Los Angeles? I mean, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck here. 5 miles? Because apparently 2 square miles is okay. Now, if you have a business within those 2 square miles, or you're unfortunate enough to be driving through one of those 2 square miles, you're in trouble. You're on your own. Unbelievable. I mean, the kind of stuff that these Democrats are spouting is astounding to me. It just blows my mind. And whether you like it or not, Americans are supporting what Trump is doing, what the federal government is doing. But look, I always say this. You want to push back? You want to disagree? Dissent? please call me. 800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. Incidentally, big Trump bill signing today at the White House at 11 o'clock. Trump is going to revoke the California EV mandate and vehicle emission rules, the goofy, crazy rules that Gavin Newsom embraces. I want a mayor. I'm thinking about Mayor Jane Castor here in Tampa Bay. If the mayor of Tampa said, well, now look, the rioting is only 2 square miles. That, please, it's not widespread. It's 2 square miles. Can you imagine that? Now, I get that Tampa isn't the size of Los Angeles. Is it a size thing? Is it about scale? Well, can you play that clip one more time, Christian, of Karen Bass trying to silence the critics by saying the rioting, the violence, the anarchy, the destruction, it's only happening in 2 square miles of LA.
I do hope that people understand that this is a relatively small slice of Los Angeles, a city with 500 square miles, and this is about 2 square miles of our downtown area. So it'll be interesting.
Think about that, 2 square miles. Somebody said, I saw yesterday on TV, they said something about Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer only, murdered and ate like 19 young men. And, Milwaukee had a population of 3 million. It's only 19. Come on. I mean, this is what it sounds like. I can't believe it's only 2 square miles. You're just having fun. It's like Jory, the LA anchor said. They're just having fun. They're watching cars burn, having a good time. Don't let the police get too close. It's a 2 square mile bonfire. Let's check out somebody who is in Los Angeles. Cindy lives in LA and joins us here on the Mike Gallagher Show. Cindy, thanks so much for joining us today. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm getting ready to go to work. And I want to say that I support President Trump in bringing all of the National Guard here, and anybody, bring them here, because to me, they have been pushing that it's a peaceful protest, and it has not been. Sure, there are some that are peaceful, but the majority are yelling, throwing things. My son almost got hit by a cinder block because he wanted to go down there to
see it.
I told him, get back home. Anyways,
yeah.
And not only this is what really frustrates me is when Karen Bass and Newsom get on the phone or on the TV, and they start telling people that, it's, blah, yada. They're liars. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, when I tried to get to work, I work in Orange County, I tried to get to work, I couldn't get on the freeway ramp.
Wow.
Everything was closed for more than the 2 miles or whatever she's talking about. But I had to drive all the way down past, where they shut off the protesting, and there's F-ICE written in spray paint.
Sure. But Cindy, I got to ask you something. You heard what I just played twice. Your mayor saying, well, the rioting, the looting, the damage, the vandal, it's only 2 square miles. As somebody who lives there, doesn't that kind of blow your mind that she's apparently supporting or advocating or at least excusing all of this violent activity within 2 square miles of your city?
Yeah, I'm in that I'm like so close to that 2 square miles.
Wow.
It would blow your mind.
Wow.
Like the freeway's right past, I can look over a fence and see the freeway. And it's like, I get ticked every time I turn on the TV and see it and hear them. Sure. Because first of all, they are completely saying, "Oh no, it's not."
I know. No, I got you. Well, look,
those 2 people, when they said the first night, Gavin Newsom got on there saying he was mad about the guards coming. You know what? That man can't even clean up the streets, trash.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. I'm so sorry for what you're going through, Cindy, and I'm glad you checked in from LA. Please be safe. keep your head on a swivel, be aware, situational awareness, and I am just completely gobsmacked at the mayor going on national TV, on MSNBC, of course, saying, it's only 2 square miles. Nothing to see here. Move along. Unbelievable. 800-655-MIKE.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.